Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you. Now, if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Scorpio. And if you note, this reading isn't dated because I am of the firm belief that whenever you come across it is the exact moment that your angels and your spirit guides want you to hear this message. So these are your spirit animal cards, your animal totem cards. So let's see what they have to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Scorpio. Angel and spirit guide message for Scorpio. Angel and spirit guide message for Scorpio. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. This one right here, the Rhino Spirit, and yeah, the right one after it, the Starfish Spirit. Oh, I love that. So the Rhino Spirit is overcoming any obstacles. So you are overcoming any obstacles and you're open to infinite possibilities. So by overcoming the obstacles set before you, possibilities are endless. Angel and spirit guide message for Scorpio. 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 Now these are your chakra cards, and if any of these decks speak to you, they are all located in the description box below. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, this one right here. So we have spiritual awakening, which I love, especially for you guys, Scorpio. And this one right here, truth. Being balanced by truth, embracing truth, moving forward in your truth. Angel and spirit guide message for Scorpio. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh. Show me clearly. Yeah, that's where we're going to stop. So at the heart of everything is the Death card, which is you, Scorpio. You popped out of the deck. You wanted to be heard. You wanted to be seen, right? And then you have the King of Wands, which is the fire sign energy, a Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, okay? But also your passion shining through. The Three of Pentacles, studying, understanding. Then you have the Empress. Oh, I love that, right? The coming into your own, embracing your power. Okay, the Tower, things have crumbled, but you have the Knight of Wands. You are rising, most definitely. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. At times you feel out in the cold, like nobody understands, and it can actually be, Scorpio, that people don't really understand. Nine of Wands. Judgment, which is a Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd, which is the time frame right before you. So your time frame is October 23rd to November 21st. So Libra time frame goes right into your time frame, Scorpio. And then we have the Chariot, which is a Cancer energy and a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. Okay. So let's start off with the Rhino Spirit and the Starfish Spirit. Whenever you see a rhino or a starfish during this time, or maybe even just a star, this is your totem animals, this is your spirit animals telling you, remember this message. The rhino is that you overcome any obstacles, and you're overcoming any obstacles. Nothing's really going to stand in your way for too long. Yes, you might be discouraged. Yes, you might get upset. Yes, you're human and you will have all the emotions, but you are not going to let yourself be kicked down, be silenced, and be held back. And then this leads you to the Starfish Spirit, which is open to infinite possibilities. Because of your determination, because of your passion, you are open to infinite possibilities, and those possibilities drive you forward. Okay? They really do. And then we have spiritual awakening. This is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is the I am present. I am strong, I am talented, I am passionate, I am determined, I am moving forward. This is also clarity. As you awaken spiritually, there's divine knowledge that comes your way in wisdom. There's an embracing of bliss, and there's a listening to your innate abilities, listening to one of the reasons why you were put on this earthly plane. And as you listen, as you understand, you are opening up your crown chakra. You are gaining more of a knowledge. You are gaining more knowledge, and you are really stepping into your own. And that leads you to really wanting to speak your truth. Now, this isn't being rude and mean and saying, okay, well, this is the truth, and I'm just going to say it as it is, and, kind of be damned to everybody else. No, this is saying you need your truth. You need your balance. If you are going after things because it's what everybody does, but there's a sorrow cloaked around you, there's a sense of a sadness being a part of you, it's kind of like, okay, but I have to do it. And sometimes, yes, you do have to do what you do not want to do to be able to do what you want to do. But do not be only doing what you have to do and putting aside what it is that you truly love. If you can make a balance for that, if you can make time for that, that's going to be absolutely important. And even if it's just 5 minutes a day that you carve out just a little bit of time, that is going to be something that will be beautiful for you. Your throat chakra, which is located, right in the center of your throat. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say the center of your brows, but that is the third eye chakra. So as you embrace your truth, you're actually going to see that the third eye chakra really does start to open up a bit, and you're going to start to see things more clearly because you are following the pattern of your heart, and you're following what your truth really is and what you truly need during this time and on this earthly plane. And as you are moving forward, you have yourself shining through right at the heart. Now, the Scorpio card right here, the death card, represents a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. It is a stepping into your passion. It can be that you're looking at who you once were, and it seems like that was cast in stone. It's like it couldn't be changed, but now you are starting to change things. Now you are starting to understand things. The thing with you, Scorpio, and that most people have problems with, and that's why people say, oh, Scorpios are so mysterious, or, they're a little bit like, out there, is that you see the grays of things. Okay? And you're also, because you see the grays of things, everything isn't black or white. It isn't right or wrong. There we go. I can say my W's today. People want a white page with black print on it, written out what is right, what is wrong, kind of like the laws for which to follow. And it's funny because you have here, when I'm talking about laws and justice and truth, you have the judgment card. And so here, with the death card, it's seeing the grays of things. And that is your balance, okay? Seeing the in-betweens, not having to have everything cast in stone, not having to have everything just so, innately clear. It's letting there be a beauty, letting there be an understanding, letting there be a flexibility, because that is your truth. That is your balance. That is your understanding. And that is what's having you rise like the phoenix from the ashes. That's what is having you move towards your greater knowledge and your greater understanding. And as you do so, you claim your passion, okay? Because you are innately drawn to, I want to say, the darker side of things, and it's not the darker side of things, it's the nitty and the gritty. It's the real. It's the fact that everything isn't roses and butterflies and unicorns and bunny rabbits. It's that sometimes life is hard. And you might have been dragged through experiences that are truly hard, okay, that are truly overwhelming, that have been truly overwhelming, or maybe even now, truly hard, truly overwhelming experiences. But how else were you supposed to relate to people? How else were you supposed to have this knowledge given? People like to think, and you can argue with me if you like, and I know people get angry at it, but people like to think that everything is supposed to be lovely. It is just all supposed to fall into place. And also, I myself included, you would like to think that the benevolence of spirit is kind. It's just kind. It's all-seeing, it's all-knowing, it's kind, it's beautiful, it wants you to have the best life possible. Now, if that were true, why would Moses have had, and I'm going to use Bible references at this time because I want to, why would Moses have had to free his people from enslavement? Why would Jesus have been crucified? If everything was supposed to be kind, why would we have these violent, harsh representations of love and understanding and of spirit progressing? And that's what I've been thinking about a lot lately. And that's really what I'm seeing in this reading. It's like sometimes your heart needs to be broken in order for you to be on the path that you were supposed to be on. Because if not, if everything went perfect, you'd be the spoiled prince in the palace, the person who just demands orders and thinks everything's supposed to go their way. And that's not what life is, and that's not what brings people to love and understand others. It's seeing the in-betweens. It's knowing the hardships. It's seeing that your emotions and my emotions, we understand each other, even though our lives could have been completely different. And that's what I have you with taking the power of the King of Wands. It's like you see it, you understand it, and it gives you a beauty. It gives you a passion. It gives you a knowledge that is unbelievable. Okay? And it's almost as if, and oh my gosh, it's making me choke up. Because here, what I'm seeing is that you went through the Five of Pentacles. Like, I know it ends at the Five of Pentacles, but you've gone through the Five of Pentacles. You've gone through that time of feeling like an outsider. And here, she's looking up, right? At the Pentacles, looking out at the kingdom, but also at the knowledge that you have learned, at what it is that has moved you forward. And it's like, yes, you felt like an outsider. Yes, things have felt hard, and things have been hard, okay? But now, there's triple wisdom above you. There is this sense of beauty surrounding you. There is this sense of passion leading you forward. And it leads you to the Nine of Wands. It leads you to don't listen to everybody else. Because if you listen to everybody else, people do not understand you, Scorpio. And people do not really understand other people so well. They understand themselves, and they can equate things. You do have some people who really are fantastic at bringing people together and truly understanding where other people come from. But those people sometimes are few and far between. With the Nine of Wands, it's saying here, stop. You have a butterfly of rebirth on your hands. Silence the outside world and say it's time to move forward towards what I want, towards what I love, towards who I am, as you claim your passion, as you claim what you desire. This time, you are going to be, a lot of times, the actor upon the stage, the person that people are looking towards, and the person that people really feel inspired by being around. Now, you are Scorpio, of course, and so that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it is going to be necessary, because what you're going to be doing is when people come to you, you're going to be doubting yourself. You're going to be like, oh, really? You want my opinion? You want to hear what I have to say about this? Because you're looking at that tower time that you have been through, and you're like, oh, honey, it's like, oh my goodness, if I could tell you a tale, but here, let me see this for a moment. She's chained, and she has herself out, but it's almost like the chaining of chaos. The tower time it isn't bad. It's pushing us out of our comfort zone. And you might say, okay, the tower time is horrific and horrible, but without struggle, without strife, without pain, we never grow. Again, it's like being that prince in the palace that just has everything done for them and just demands orders and everybody grovels. It would be nice. It sounds like a great idea, but those people are insufferable. So here, you see what you have been through. And with the Chariot, with this Cancer energy around you, again, time frame, June 21st to July 22nd, you have a Pegasus leading you forward. So who rode a Pegasus? Hercules. Hercules rode a Pegasus. Now, I know the Disney story of Hercules, like, he's the bomb. He's absolutely amazing. But the real story of Hercules, he was tortured. He would go into these rages, and I believe he killed, like, his whole entire family. And then he went on these quests to be able to do penance, to be able to say, please, 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 at least let me be able to forgive me. Because the gods were like, hey, it's okay. You go through these rages. We understand. And he's like, no, but I can't understand why I do this. So there can be something that you're working through within yourself where it's like, I don't understand why I need this, why I have this, why I am this way. And the changes that you have been going through, the changes that you have gone through, they're moving you forward towards freedom. They're moving you forward towards understanding mysteries, understanding beauty, understanding your purpose and your place. But also with the Charioteer, with the Chariot card. The Chariot, back in ancient times, you used to do chariot racings around the Colosseums. That's like being a NASCAR racer. Okay, but without the car around you. Yes, they couldn't explode, but you could reel out of control and just be absolutely ruined. Also, in battle, chariots were, like the tanks, okay, could run things down, but also you were going at a speed. You could be greatly injured in a chariot very, very easily. So here, there's this need for adventure, there's this need to move forward, and you might be moving forward from chaos, from pain, from disappointment, but it's also moving forward towards your true self, towards your true power, towards what it is that you are, and you are embracing a change. And it might be painful, but it is going to be absolutely necessary, because you have here this sense of embracing your passion. I mean, knights defend kings, right? Knights work for the kings. And so you have this energy of moving forward, of going after what you desire, of being passionate, of, looking at the bigger picture of what you want, or maybe not looking at the bigger picture of what you want, but looking at the passion that you have and the drive that you have. And then we have here the Empress, which is, here she is pregnant, but you're pregnant with dreams, you're pregnant with ideas, you're pregnant with endless possibilities. And there's this sense of creation around you. And especially if you are a creative person, Scorpio, this is going to be a great time for creation for you. But also if you are just, you want to create something more within your life. Okay, or you don't view yourself as a creative person, but ideas are going to be coming your way. You're going to need to move forward with them. It's going to be like this driving force within you. It's kind of like, I need to express this. I need to rise. I need to have my balance come into play, because it's going to move you closer and closer to your heart's truth, to the bounty of yourself. And as this happens, I mean, you have the repeat of the number 3 here. You have divinity guiding you forward, divinity blessing you. And then as this happens, you're going to sit there and be like, but I feel like an outsider. I feel like other people don't understand. And the fact of the matter is, and I'm not going to lie to you, they don't. They might be sympathetic, they might try to understand, but there isn't going to be like, oh wow, I totally get where you're coming from. So here with the 5 of Pentacles, there is a sense of being a bit of an outsider, but you're being a bit of an outsider as I really do see her as looking up at this prosperity is like, I know this is mine. I know this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm not going to be held back anymore. And as you do so, I mean, the power and the passion, it moved me to tears earlier here. I mean, it made me choked up, because it's like, I am not stopping. And this is what I was born to do. This is what I was born to do. This is who I was born to be. And as you do so, you see that there are greater gifts inside you than you had imagined. There's greater purpose. There's greater drive. There's greater understanding. And the outside world, it can cripple you. It can. It can bring you to your knees. It could be like, you know what? No, I'm not going to take that risk again. I'm not going to move forward this way ever again. I can't do it. So here, it's saying that as you rise in justice, be just to yourself, and do not let the whole world come in and try to cut you down. Know what you desire. Know what you want. Know what you need. And move forward in that passion. You might not know it exactly. You might say, Dane, I don't know. And it's been so long. I mean, your tower time, I'm just seeing it, and I'm equating it to myself, and it's like, it's been decades. And it's like, why do things have to be so hard? Or it's been a decade, why do things have to be so hard? And it's because this creative force, this powerful force of the universe, okay, is molding you and shaping you. And as it molds you, as it shapes you, think of yourself as being David, being carved into stone by Michelangelo. It's not a soft, peaceful process. It's a violent process. It's a chisel, it's a hammer, it's water coming down, and it's being carved. It's how the Grand Canyon was made. It's how mountain peaks happen from the winds going against it. You are a water sign energy. You're right here at your center. You have fire around you. You have air around you. You have your water here. Okay? Water evaporates into the sky. Okay? It becomes part of the air for a bit. And it's like you're raining down blessings. Blessings are raining down on you. Accept them. Don't question them. Look at yourself and say, wow, I am worthy of this, because you are. Your subconscious message for this whole entire time is the 3 of Swords. It's like, enough heartbreak, enough pain. Look at it straight in the eye and say, you do not have this power over me anymore. You could have. You could have defined your whole entire life by heartbreak and pain and disappointment. Now it's time to embrace your love, your truth, and use that pain for the greatest beauty possible. Because we as human beings, if something is too perfect, we're not drawn to it. It needs a bit of an imperfection. You might say, oh my gosh, I win, I have a lot of it. But it's that imperfection, it's that humanization that is going to draw and mold and enlighten and beautify. Your subconscious chakra message is flexibility. Okay, it's the sacral chakra. A lot of our negativity is held within our sacral chakra. Doubts, fears, this life, past lives, handed down through our DNA. Embracing flexibility, embracing, the mobility of self. Taking yourself out of your comfort zone. Being flexible of body, mind, and spirit. You might not want to be. That's different. But it's saying, embrace it. Because your subconscious spirit animal card is the scarab beetle. And the scarab beetle was considered a sign of royalty, a sign of majesty in ancient Egyptian times. They would wear a scarab beetle. And this says, magic works through you. And it does. It works through you. It works around you. It is a part of you. And so embrace that magic. And it can be conjuring magic if that's what you're into, but it's also the God's head living within you. And as you embrace that God's head, as you see that truth, as you know that divinity was hidden in you, because that was the one place we as human beings would not look for it, you're going to find yourself empowered and emboldened. You're going to see that there is so much more out there than you could ever have imagined. And you're going to be inspired by it. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. And I love you all. Bye.